Hi guys, Trisha here from Gardenista Meadow, bringing you an update on my front garden. Now, this section is looking really mashed up because um, the I I should say the sun, the rain, and all the elements of the earth um you know um whatever it takes to do this thing. I even see something around me, but anyway, um this here could look a little better. My mindset has changed over the past, I don't know, year about life, career, business, and even gardening. But I am staying strong. I'm staying strong knowing that God is my healer, God is my strength, and God is um, my provider. So, right here is doing okay. Could have been better. I have some weeds that need to be gone. But anyway, this quick fire looks good. It's not blooming like it should be. There should be a bloom on every stem. This one is just coming, and these are coming as well. But I think they all should mature like they shoulda. But they're coming slowly but surely. Anyway, that knockout roses has now bloomed and is looking tired. It needs to be cut back um, and rejuvenate to come back again. But I love it. It's a pink, a nice, vibrant pink color. And it really gives you a nice show in the spring. The first time it just bloomed its head off. This Wigelia, it's a variegated edge Wigelia, and it did okay this year. But you see how it grows? It's like it's growing down, kinda. So I think I'm gonna trim off all that there. I'm waiting till the end of the season though because I like the foliage of it. But I want to cut off it so it either spreads this way or that way. My oak leaf hydrangea did not do this as well as it did in past year. Um, a lot of stem did not um, bring bloom, and as you can see, when they are in bloom, they're gorgeous. Every bit of it. And then it looks so really rich in the fall, and it's already getting its fall color. Um, and I didn't cut any bloom yet off it because I know I felt sorry for the tree because I felt like it didn't have much bloom to cut off because three-quarter of the blooms didn't show up this year. And there's nine bark over it. I love it. Could use a nice trim. I love when it's all over the place, but it's getting humongous. So maybe in the fall I'll trim it. See how it's falling over that arborvitae bush. It needs to be trimmed. But I do love when they grow wild. That's one of the pet peeves for me of gardening. I love when they grow naturally. But when they're shaped, they're gorgeous. So I want to show you my geraniums, which is gorgeous. I love them. Now, geraniums are known to grow up in other plants. So if you get them in the front of the border, they should grow in the plants. And for some reason it rained and these came out, but they should have been in. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. You see that? It should look like clematis, or clematis, if you know what I mean. That is geranium. And I got that tip from watching, I think, Gardener's World, or one of those really good England programs. That's how they should be. They should mount up back into your border and look like clematis, which would give you a nice look. But for some reason, it rained and kind of it separated them and bring them out in front of the walkway. They still look nice, but they could have been better going up. And all of these plants are perennial if anyone wants to know. And I'm so happy that my hydrangea plant over there is blooming this year. It hasn't bloomed for I don't know how many years now, too many to even say. The first couple of years it bloomed for me and then it just stopped blooming. Now I cut off the blooms, so I don't know if that's why it stopped. But this year is a special year, and the blooms are so huge and they're so far. Look at them. They're behind this nine bark bush that needs to be trimmed back a little bit. And what I do like with my beds, I like the plants to be close, but not to cover, not to over plants. I don't want anything to be hidden, so I'll trim it here and there, not so it looks manicured. I like it when it looks natural, but I want it to be close, but I want to identify each plant, if you know what I mean. And I think this is a nice border where it has grown tremendously, and I love it. It's like in the wild. It's just wild and gorgeous, and I love this weeping cherry. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I love it. And my Rosa Sharon bush is doing good. Actually, this is a tree now. There's a fungus that is right here, and I'm ignoring it. It has taken over that phlox bush, and it's still blooming. It still has buds to bloom, so I am just ignoring it. I'm not even gonna pay any mind. Sometimes when you fuss over them, they die. They want to be loved, but not too much. So I'm gonna leave it be, and when they die back, they die back. But look, they are ready to bloom. So for some reason the foliage look crappy, but they're still alive and well. And I tuck an hydrangea in there. Can't wait for it to give me beautiful blooms. Now I don't remember which color this is, but blue would be gorgeous if it comes here, or even pink or purple, whatever, because my garden is mostly pink and purple with touches of blues around. So yeah, so this is the weeping cherry, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. Now I have a bench right here which is really hidden. So again, I'm gonna trim this bush so that it's clear enough so someone could sit, and that's what I like. And I love this hydrangea, don't you? Look at that. It's just spilling out. It's just spilling out. It's just spilling out. Love it. And then the cabbage, how nice that looked. And I am not, or I wasn't a big fan of putting vegetable within a flower bed. I did it in the garden for pollinator to come in and pollinate the vegetable. But I saw this done on one of the channels and I love it. Now, this cabbage is not as dark as it should be, or maybe it's a different variety, but look at that gorgeousness with that hydrangea. I think it looks really, really good. And then I have an elephant ear coming up behind it, so I can't wait for that layering effect of those textured leaf. And it's just, I think it's pleasing to the eye. Now, this is my Berber bush. And again, I let these bushes grow to their natural height and habitat, however they grow. But again, it needs a little bit of trimming. But I love when new growth is there because the foliage is different and it highlights the bush. So this one is just looking good, but it needs a little bit of trimming. All right, so right here I have a Rosa Sharon hibiscus, I'm thinking, in here. And when it pops out, it's a pink. And what it does to this tree, it highlights all the pink colors within this tree. Now, it's kind of hidden and tucked away too far, but this bush needs a little shave off so that it comes up. But when it comes out, every time I drive up into the driveway, it just lights my face up, and I love it. Love it. This little spot is just some things that I have collected and, added to the garden. I love to elevate the earth up so you can see it when you walk through this garden. So kind of, rustic look. It grabs some tones from the Berber bush and it just makes the green pop. And I love it. Look at that green. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the plants from this side. Now I'm going to go to the next side and I need to mulch. I bought some mulch and they're still sitting. They're still sitting here. They're still sitting. So nothing is perfect around here. So I have a pile of wood. Now I like to do stuff in twos or threes. And again, I have like a basket there and I put some wood in it just to emulate what I did around there. So low, high, however you do it, it just sets a tone for the garden. And I love that blue bush coming in. Now I could trim that back a little bit. Like I said, the garden needs some work, but it's not bad. It is just glorious. I love it. I love right here. And this is the front entrance of this garden. Love it. Love all the plants and what it brings. I highlight, my color is blue outside and inside, but I don't kill it with blue because I notice then my pots spill over, something don't like it. So I just highlight the terracotta and the earth tones with a little blue, and that's how I do it so that I'm at peace with everything. So I'm at peace with everything, but I love it. Look at this coleus. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just gorgeous. And I added these plants here lately because I needed something yellow or just to highlight these hydrangea. I think that when you add a little bit here and there, it makes a difference. It's good when you have one thing because that makes a difference as well. But when you highlight something with something, it just adds gorgeousness. And that's what I'm going for. Um, Inside and outside. Why not? If you can do it, you can do it. Most of these plants here that I have on this table. Now, this table or stock of pots, this was inspired by Linda Vegas, if I'm saying it good, Vater's channel. I love how she groups her plants and pots, and I emulated something from her, and I did it in my own way. I have two layers because I love the layering look. That concrete bench, and then this wooden table. I picked up the base of it somewhere, and then I found this top on the side of the road, and I did something. So you can emulate stuff in your own way. And that's why we have YouTube, because everyone on YouTube is unique and has this uniqueness about them, and you learn something, and learning something is so good, for your heart, for your soul, for your brain, for your mind, and it gets you inspired so you can do things around the house, um, in the yard. You can help out in whatever way you want to use it, and use those cabbage because it just gives just a gorgeous looking at my pepper, my cayenne pepper, my oregano. So a cabbage again, nothing here is expensive, they're all seeds. My dahlias, and I love it. My elephant ear is coming. I just love it. You put a little bit here, a little bit there, and voila, you have a garden. And I love it. So look at that color of this hydrangea. Love it. I am not going through variety this today. I'm just giving you a little tour. Look at those colors and how they play up, especially in the spot on this camera. Now I have this bench is there too. It emulates this one from across there, so that you have a conversation seating. Always do that. Conversation seatings are good. But right here was the end of the garden. And then I had this section here that I mowed, and one day I'm like, wait a minute, that's ridiculous. Because every time my husband mowed, he mowed something down. I said, mm-mm. Or weed whack. I said, no, I'm going to get it together. So one day I got this idea of extending the garden and make sure there's no lawn to be cut here. So I still have some ajuga right there. I need to put some height there. But I will. I don't know. I'm not thinking what I want there yet, but I will put something. But yeah, it's like, why mow this when I can join it onto the walkway? And I did. So that's why there's no grass here to mow, because every time it mows, something dies or something got hit or something. So I eliminate that problem because I like, oh my God, I lost this. Oh my God, I lost this. Now it's just nice the way I want it now. Sometimes it's bushy and sometimes it's neat. And that's gardening, when it rains a lot, um, when you're not home a lot. And different scenarios, but that's the life of gardening. When you come back, you have lots of work to do. You see new things. Even sometimes you see things that you did not plant, and that's okay. So I have these two beautiful grass behind here. I think what I'm gonna do for next year, I'm gonna dig them up because they're huge, and part them into two and put them um, up the walkway so that I get more of it. It's not beautiful, and that's how I get a lot of plants sometimes. But I love to do seeds because it gives me a lot. And if you buddy up with someone, there you go. Look at that. That hydrangea tree. It's not gorgeous. That's the backdrop of this table. I forgot to say that. That hydrangea. The different levels from the concrete bench to that height and then the hydrangea. So do your levels. It will just pay off. It will work out. Um, so yes, so this I had a plum, flowering plum here that got infected with something, and my husband cut it down, and the stump is left, and it's coming back. So I want to see how big it's gonna get. Um, but then this thing here popped up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not fussing. I'm not gonna dig you up. I'm gonna leave you until another season. And it's not in my way. It's not doing anything, any damage, so it could stay there. And it looks good because it's nice and green. So I love it. I also emulate this hydrangea. I think it was a little lime. I'm not sure, but I pruned it up into like a tree form, and I copied it over here, and it's there. So I can't wait for it to get as big as that or whatever height it gets. So you can do that. Sometimes it takes one shot. Sometimes it takes three, four, five shots to get what you want. But know what you want and stick to it, and you will never be disappointed. So I picked up this table. The same time I picked up the base of that table over there, and it's an outdoor table, and it's just gorgeous. And I display it here really good with these pots. And again, height does everything to the garden. If you don't have a tree that get that tall, use pots and tables and boulders and stuff, stock stuff together so you can have the garden that you want, that you desire. And right here is a little bit rough, but it's coming. I have a new hydrangea that I planted weeks ago, and these gorgeous, what these are called again, I don't remember. But I planted these here spring, so I'm gonna get like a nice border of them. See, I don't remember, but that's how it goes sometimes. I feel like I'm losing my memory here, but whatever you do, do it out of love. Do it because you want it. Do it because you feel good, and do it for you. I love this cosmos. I did a video early spring on these, and I planted one pack. I got 9 of them. I planted them out, and I think it's 7 in the spot. So I can't wait for them to all be blooming at the same time. But you know how plants are. Sometimes they disappoint you, and sometimes they make you happy. But that is really pretty. I love it. And I don't remember the variety of it. But you can link me in the comments below and I'll find it for you. And the roses has flushed out and now trying to rebloom. I also need to go back and do some cut. But yeah, right here, it does not look that bad. Now, I haven't watered this planter in a while and it looks like crap. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut back some of the foliage off the cabbage, and I already water them, but I have cabbage, thyme, and peas in here, and I have eaten off those peas, and they're the sweetest peas you can ever find. And here you go. This is this side of it, and it's not perfect, but it's okay. And look at that. The blue highlights this area right here. So I have browns that really highlights it because of the color of the earth. And then I have some color blues. So do what you like. Um, and I'm sure it will work out. And see, it looks good, at least to me. And there you go. There you go. And I'm watering. Sometimes I water with a bucket. And that's it, guys. Right here is looking a little rough, but it's looking. I need to cut back some things, but it's coming up. I want to show you guys these daylilies. Oh my God. I said, they all bloom, and I didn't know. And that's the thing, too, sometimes. You're going to have a lot of blooms and you're going to miss them. Look at them. They are gorgeous. I'm afraid of this bush because it needs to be cut back a little bit. But look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Now, when it spills into the pathway, I don't like. I like shrubs to grow their natural habitat, but when they spill and I can't see the start and the end of this um, bed, I don't like. So those need to be trimmed off. But yes, those are so pretty. And let's see, that hydrangea is growing fine. And I have this a marathon here. In Jamaica, we call it callaloo. It is too big, and that's why it's not blooming. It's getting too much water. And this is coming in. It needs some work as well. I started it with annuals and add in perennials here and there, so it's not bad. And this bed here, these two beds are my newest extension. Um, so this is not bad right there. It's not bad right there, right there, right there. It's not bad. It's coming into its own. Um, but again, it needs some work, but it's coming. It's coming. And that's what you do. You start your beds with annuals, seeds, and then you add perennials here and there. Remember to divide from different locations and fill up other spots because they will be eventually the size that you want them to be. That's it. That's it, guys. And here you go again, cabbage. Isn't that fun? I have an arborvitae. Oh, I can't say that now for some reason, but you know what I mean. Thyme, look at that, and this, and that's it. Yeah, and sometime I tuck other stuff. I have beets in here too. You can stuff your vegetable all over the place. I did put a cabbage in here and it didn't. Someone ate it, but it's all right. But the thyme is gorgeous, and this is a different color. So isn't that gorgeous? So whatever you do, do you. And you never know. Look at this dahlia. This dahlia is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. And I try to do it on both sides. So I cross over gorgeousness. Crossing over gorgeousness. Yeah, so seeds. Castor bean is seed. If it's not seed, it's gonna cost you like $30 for that plant. And the seeds, they germinate okay, and they give you this tropical feel. So I love canyas and elephant ear and castor beans and coleus and everything that looks tropical. I love it. And I think most Caribbean people do too. But yeah, that's it, guys. So plant a seed today and watch it grow. Um, and if you get addicted, just thank your inner man because it is a good addiction. Um, Also, you can you get seeds from neighbors, friends, even roadside. I have stopped and asked for seeds or stop and just take seed from something, a perennial or annual that pop up on the side of the road. So whatever you do, make sure it fills your heart. Peace.